Hi guys, what I'm going to be doing today is a cube collection video. It's increased a lot since I last did one, which I think was about 2 years ago. It also gives me a reason to count how many cubes I've got. There's also a few which aren't here, I think only a couple, nothing worth mentioning, and another 4 on the way at the minute. Okay, so I'm not going to go into detail like I did in my last one. I'm pretty much just going to name them, maybe say my opinion on them. Okay, so I'll have a little counter here, how many cubes I have. Okay, so I have the Ball 3x3, the Puzzle Megaminx, the Diane Panshi 6, the Diane Zanchi Black, my favourite one, and my main speed cube, Pyraminx, a Mini 3x3 unbranded, an unbranded Pillowed 3x3, very good cube this, lost the white tile on it though. It's technically 2, I bought 2 of these, don't know where they're from, little 3x3s, did a little bit of modding to make it a Siamese one. It used to work quite well, but it's come apart a lot since then. 6x6, very bad quality this, but it was quite cheap for what I got it. The misalignment in it can be really annoying, but I wanted to complete my collection up to 7x7, and this does the trick. Penguin Cube, terrible turning as you've probably seen in my review, but good little thing to have in the collection. My rubbish square one, which I got for quite cheap to be fair. Mosey Scube, not amazing turning, but wanted to learn the methods for it so I could learn the Master Scube and the Rex Cube. Another 3x3 which I lost a few of the centre caps on, so I made it a void type cube, but obviously without the void. My case cube, I actually have 2 of these. I got one for free because one took so long to get here. I obviously complained that it wasn't here. This is about 2 months later, and they sent me this one as a replacement, which is lucky because I'd ordered the white one and wanted the black one. And then about another month later, the other one turned up, and here it is, white case cube. The Tank Cube, it's another 3x3 mod in white. You see it's a 3x3 there. This was a Renault F1 cube. It's actually very difficult to match pictures up because they're all quite similar, and it's not great turning. Not too bad for a picture cube, but there we go. Rainbow Cube. Made a couple of my first videos on this. Good fun thing to solve. Looks quite difficult, but is actually very easy. Another Mini 3x3. This time the yellow one. I was getting all these for about £1, so I just wanted to build up the collection, and it helped in doing the videos like the 12 3x3 videos. 4x4 octahedron, which I'm still yet to fully sort out my method, and then I can make a tutorial on it, but I will get that done. I do like this cube, it's a different challenge and it turns actually quite well. Unbranded 2x2 that I used for a long time as a main one because it turns very good. The big one, my helicopterhedron. Solved this I think 5 times altogether, twice with jumbling, and it was the longest it's taken me to solve a cube. And it was altogether, in a few stints, it took me a good couple of hours at least. Mainly because of the turning, to be honest. If it turned as well as a normal helicopter cube or the curvy copter cube, then it would be a lot quicker. But to be honest, the challenge and the look of this is definitely worth it. It's by MF8, this one. This was the cube I think I learnt on. I had 2, as you can see in my previous cube collection video. The colours have all but gone on the stickers that are left, and it'd be impossible to solve now. My 7x7. Sorry, please, when I got this. This was only about the 8th or 9th cube I got. Turns very well, actually. Very happy with this one. And I don't actually mind the pillowed part of it. Another 3x3 mod, this time a dodecahedron type. QJ 4x4, made a few videos on this. This was a YJ 5x5. This was actually very good. I'm going to go through a couple of 3x3s now, just to speed along. The Whitlong, an unbranded orange one. A HP cube. A white YJ1. This was the one I broke the 1 minute barrier on. Still very good. If you know how to turn it and aren't too rough with it, it can turn very well. Another unbranded one. A black YJ 3x3. Another unbranded one. My design cube. This was a Diansheng originally, I believe. If you look at my first ever video, it was on this pattern that I made up. The one colour Master Morphix. My Square 2, not solved at the minute. Actually lost a couple of the caps on this. The 2-layer Super Square 1. Got this quite early on as well. Took me ages to learn how to do it. Probably should have got the square one before getting this, or the 4-layered. Mirrorblocks cube. Love this cube. This is the first one that I got, apart from the ball and the Megaminx. There wasn't 2x2 or 4x4. Mini Jiansheng. These cubes are mainly used for modding, but I quite like this one. The Light Up 3x3, which has been flashing now for about a year and a half. And I don't know how to turn it off, because it just keeps thinking that it's being turned. Oh well. 3x3 snake. I won't undo it because I've forgotten how to do it now. The Gear Cube. One I've done for a while since my tutorial. The Gigaminx. Terrible puzzle. Great idea, just this version, the CubeView one, is absolutely rubbish. If I had enough money and time, I'd get the MF8 version. This is good for the collection, and I did it a few times when I got it. Pyraminx Crystal, which I have a tutorial coming out for soon. Really nice puzzle, this. Pokemon Cube. My Shengshou 5x5. Really nice cube, this. I don't see my main changing from this for a long time. The Rex Cube, which I'm actually learning at the minute, so I can make a tutorial on it. This one turns brilliantly. Very happy with this. The Masters Cube. Obviously learning this with the Rex Cube as they solve the same way. My 3x3 Ling Yun. The second one I had, as I left the other one in France. V3. Not too bad. Changed the tensions of it, and actually it's not as bad as a lot of people's I've seen. The Fisher Cube. My good square one, the one I did the tutorial on. This one moves like a dream. Shengshou 4x4, version 3 I believe. The room is about the 4, that it's not as good, so I'm going to stick with this one. 3x3x5, not fully functional, as you can see. They're just glued together, but again I think this was very cheap and it was nice to make a couple of patterns out of. My Neptune Crazy 3x3 cube, made by Diane and MF8 I think. This brilliant cube. Such a different challenge and there's so many layers to it. Curvicopter cube. Love this. Really like the jumbling on it. Got a couple of videos on this. CubeView 3x3x5. This obviously is functional. I never really liked solving this. I think this is why I haven't got into cuboids, because obviously it's another method and a few more algorithms which I don't know very well, and I always forgot them when I was doing this. A white gear cube. First one I had. Floppy 3x3. This thing is very fragile, but good one for the collection. 4-layer QJ Square 1. Super Square one, sorry. These are known to be terrible, but I managed to get it locked in a way that it's very loose, but without falling apart. So I'm never touching this again tension-wise, because this is perfect and is actually very usable. One of my first 2 Rubik's brand cubes that I got a sticker set for. I think this was in the first collection video. For Rubik's brand cube, this moves actually pretty well. Diansheng Crazy 2x3x3. This thing is insane. Ishin 4x4, my first 4x4. Had a lot of problems with this, also learned how to do 4x4 on this, so I've kept it. Dian 3x3, this is the Guhong white version. Don't like white cubes as much, but this was actually the cube that I did my 20.78 on. This is the one which actually broke my PB on. The Axis Cube, another good 3x3 mod, probably my favourite of the 3x3 mods. It's done very well and is a good challenge on those shape mods. Finally, my Wit 2. I didn't think I'd like a 2x2 more than this one, but this one is so good. It's quite loud, but that's not something that I'm worried about, but it turns really well. Okay, I hope you all enjoyed that, seeing my full collection. Please like, subscribe, and happy cubing! Okay guys, today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's something I've been playing around with when I've got my cubes, and one thing I'm also interested in is flags. What I've been trying to do lately